Welcome to Pinoy Guard. In today's episode, we dive deep into a major military development shaking the balance of power in the Indo-Pacific. The United States Marine Corps has deployed its cutting-edge Navy Marine Expeditionary Ship Interdiction System, or NMESIS, right here in the Philippines. This move comes at a time of heightened tensions in the South China Sea and increasing maritime assertiveness from foreign powers. What exactly is NMESIS? Why is it in the Philippines? And what does it mean for our national security and regional defense? Stay tuned, like and subscribe, and let's get into the heart of this strategic game changer. On the shores of the Philippine archipelago, something extraordinary is happening. In joint military exercises with the armed forces of the Philippines, the U.S. Marine Corps has brought in one of its most advanced anti-ship missile systems, the NMESIS. It's more than just a display of strength. It's a message, loud and clear. The Philippines is no longer standing alone and defending its maritime territory. As part of Exercise Balikatan 2025, American and Filipino troops worked side by side, testing, operating, and integrating one of the most modern coastal defense systems in the world. The goal? To enhance our ability to control sea lanes, deny hostile movements, and assert lawful presence in our own exclusive economic zone, especially in the West Philippine Sea. But before we explore the implications, let's break down what this system actually is. The Navy Marine Expeditionary Ship Interdiction System, or NMESIS, is the U.S. Marine Corps' revolutionary answer to the growing threat posed by hostile naval fleets. At its core, NMESIS is a highly mobile coastal defense system that launches the Naval Strike Missile, or NSM. The NSM is a long-range, precision-guided anti-ship missile developed by Norwegian defense firm Kongsberg and integrated by the American company Raytheon. What makes this system unique? First, mobility. NMESIS is mounted on a modified version of the Joint Light Tactical Vehicle, or JLTV, called the Remotely Operated Ground Unit for Expeditionary Fires, or Rogue Fires. This is an unmanned, robotic vehicle that allows the system to fire without putting Marines directly in harm's way. Second, lethality. The Naval Strike Missile can fly over 185 kilometers or more than 100 nautical miles, and uses stealthy sea-skimming flight and advanced target recognition to defeat enemy warships. It's designed to bypass ship defenses, strike at weak points, and sink vessels with devastating accuracy. Third, network-centric warfare. NMESIS integrates seamlessly with the U.S. Navy and Marine Corps' battle networks. It can receive target data from satellites, aircraft, drones, and radar systems, creating a real-time picture of the battle space. Together, these features make NMESIS a true force multiplier capable of denying access to entire maritime zones and supporting allied fleets from land. So, how is NMESIS used in a real combat scenario? Picture this. A hostile fleet is moving toward a contested island chain. Traditional forces might need days to deploy ships or aircraft. But with NMESIS, Marine units can quickly deploy the system by truck or aircraft to a forward island or coastal area. Once set up, it can lay hidden, wait for targeting data, and strike enemy ships before they even know they're in danger. It's part of a broader strategy called Expeditionary Advanced Base Operations, or EABO. Under this concept, small units of Marines operate from austere, temporary bases across remote islands or coasts. These units are equipped with sensors, missiles, and drones, acting as distributed pickets to detect and destroy enemy forces. In a high-stakes area like the South China Sea, where narrow sea lanes and island chains are key to control, NMESIS is a perfect tool for sea denial. It turns every stretch of coastline into a missile battery, every island into a fortress, and every threat into a target. The deployment to the Philippines is not just training. It's proof that this system works, and it's ready to be used when the time comes. What does this mean for the Philippines? First and foremost, deterrence. By hosting NMESIS systems during Balikatan and potentially in future forward deployments, the Philippines sends a clear message to aggressors. Hostile ships that threaten our territory risk being struck from land before they even reach our shores. Second, training and interoperability. Filipino troops are getting first-hand experience with cutting-edge technology. They're learning how to operate side by side with U.S. Marines, how to integrate targeting data, and how to build mobile coastal defenses. This boosts the capabilities of the armed forces of the Philippines and enhances our confidence in dealing with future threats. Third, regional prestige. Hosting such systems puts the Philippines in the spotlight as a serious player in Indo-Pacific security. It shows our allies, including Japan, Australia, and South Korea, that we are proactive in defending our interests and committed to a free and open maritime region. Lastly, there's technology transfer potential. In the long term, cooperation could open doors to acquiring similar systems or co-developing defense technologies tailored to the Philippine archipelago. Currently, the Philippines is developing its own shore-based anti-ship missile system, or SBSMS, under the Philippine Army. As of now, this program includes the acquisition of the BrahMos supersonic cruise missile from India, a powerful and proven system capable of traveling at Mach 3. So how does NMESIS compare? 1. Range and speed. NMESIS SNSM is subsonic, with a range of 185 kilometers. BrahMos is supersonic, with a shorter range around 290 kilometers, but reaches the target faster. BrahMos is more lethal per strike, but NMESIS excels in stealth and evasion. 2. Mobility and deployment. NMESIS is mounted on robotic vehicles and designed for quick relocation and forward island basing. BrahMos uses a heavier ground platform, suited more for fixed coastal defense. 3. Interoperability. NMESIS is deeply integrated with U.S. and NATO networks. BrahMos, while powerful, requires separate targeting systems and is not yet integrated into regional coalition networks. 4. Stealth and targeting. NSM's low radar cross-section and intelligence seeker allow it to avoid enemy defenses better. BrahMos relies on speed and kinetic impact, but is more easily detected due to its high speed and radar signature. Ultimately, both systems have their role. BrahMos is the Philippines' first independent step toward long-range strike. NMESIS is a glimpse into a future where joint operations, mobility, and network warfare dominate. In the best-case scenario, both systems can work together, forming a multi-layered, multinational anti-ship barrier across Philippine shores. The deployment of NMESIS to the Philippines is more than a training event. It's a strategic signal, a sign of growing alliance strength, regional deterrence, and high-tech defense. For the Philippines, it's an opportunity to learn, adapt, and prepare. It places our military in the front seat of 21st century warfare. For the region, it marks a shift from reaction to preparation, from isolation to cooperation. The South China Sea is not just a battlefield of ships and islands. It's a contest of presence, influence, and precision. And with systems like NMESIS and BrahMos, the Philippines is no longer just a bystander. We are becoming a critical player in shaping maritime security. But to make the most of this opportunity, we must continue investing in training, alliances, and modern equipment. Only then can we truly defend our waters, protect our sovereignty, and ensure a peaceful future for generations to come. This has been Pinoy Guard, your source for in-depth defense and security analysis in the Indo-Pacific. If you found this discussion insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a new update. What are your thoughts on NMESIS? Should the Philippines pursue acquiring a similar system? How can we maximize our partnership with the United States? Let us know in the comments, and as always, stay alert, stay informed, and stay proud. Hanggang sa muli, para sa bayan.